So you just got your DEH-6300UB, and you want it to sound amazing, right? Well, here's National Trainer Harry Kroll to show you all the audio capabilities.
The DEH-6300UB has a ton of audio functions. Let's take a look at some of them. Press the rotary commander and turn it to get to the audio settings. Now press the rotary commander in again to enter the audio settings. Here we have the fade and balance control. Press the rotary commander in again to enter the fade and balance control. Here, our fader, we can spin the rotary commander to fade forward or turn it back the other direction to fade to the rear. If I press the rotary commander again, move over to balance, I can balance to the right, spin it backwards, I can balance to the left. I'm going to go back out of this menu, hit the go back key, and now we can turn the rotary commander again to the preset equalizer settings. Enter there. Here's our preset EQs: powerful, natural, vocal, custom 1, custom 2. We'll show you how to use those in just a minute. The flat setting and super bass. The DEH-6300UB has 2 custom equalizer settings. Let me show you how to use custom number 1. Choose any of the preset EQ settings, like powerful, for example, and now go back 1 level. Turn your rotary commander to the right to get the graphic EQ and press enter. Once you do that, you have a 5-band EQ to work with. Choose whatever frequency you like, press enter, and now you have a 6 dB plus or minus booster cut to work with on each of the 5 frequency bands. Any changes that you make to that initial powerful curve now become custom setting number 1. Now I'm going to back out and show you how to use custom setting number 2. We'll go backwards to the graphic EQ and spin the rotary commander back to preset EQ. I'll enter into that, and I want to go to custom 2. Now when I start with custom 2 and hit enter, as that's now set up custom 2, everything is flat. When I go to my graphic EQ and hit enter, everything will be set to 0. Each of the frequencies that I go to is set to 0, so it's a flat setting on the curve. Choose any of these frequencies and make changes, and we are making changes to custom number 2 now. The next thing under the audio menu is our level meter. Let's enter into that. This is a cool display option that you can use. Level meter mode number 1 shows on the top right of the screen, and we switch to mode number 2. You can see it that it's flipped upside down and showing the peak level. Mode number 3, here's mode number 4, and we're back around to switching it off. The next one after level meter is our loudness control. Press enter to get into the loudness setting. Loudness has off, low, mid, and high settings. Turn it once more and you switch loudness off again. The next setting is subwoofer number 1. Let's enter into that. Right now, subwoofers are switched off. I can set it to the normal setting, which is turning it on, or I can set the polarity to reverse, and the next one is off. I'm going to turn the subwoofer setting on so I can show you the next menu, which is subwoofer number 2. Go back, here's subwoofer number 1, we'll switch over to subwoofer number 2, enter into that menu, and here we get to choose the frequency for the crossover, which starts at 50, 60, 63, 80, and 100 Hertz and 125, and I can choose my boost or cut for whatever crossover frequency I choose for the subwoofer. Back out of subwoofer number 2, and we're over to our high pass filter settings. If you have a subwoofer in the car, you might want to turn on the high pass filter so that only the higher frequencies go to all the other speakers in the vehicle. We do that by pressing in on the high pass filter settings, turn our rotary commander to the frequency setting that we'd like, 50, 63, 80, 100, or 125. Turn it around again and we're back to off. The next setting in the audio menu is the bass booster. Press enter on the rotary commander and you can see bass boost is set to 0 right now. We can turn that up to 6 dB.